Hi, my name is Vlad. I'm a Belarusian student and I wanna apply for the US colleges. That's why I need to take both TOEFL and SAT exams. As for SAT, my SAT score was 1410. I got 650 for reading and writing and 760 for math. As you see, math was easier for me and I prepared it myself, but as for reading and writing, it was more difficult and took more time to prepare. And as for TOEFL, I took it two times. For the first time I got 95 and for the second time I got 105. So never be scared of trying it to and taking twice, thrice and so on. As for organization, I like my experience taking both TOEFL and SAT, but with TOEFL it was easier because when I took the SAT for the first time, I actually didn't take it because while registering I entered the wrong name, and when I came to the SAT center I was rejected.
What do you mean the wrong name?
Yeah.
Did you write like Anya or something?
No, while registering you need to enter your name as it is in your passport. Actually I didn't know that, and I entered like my short name, Vlad, and it didn't work, unfortunately. So I lost my money and I lost what is more important, my time. And I had to register for the second time, and now in October. Actually, I liked my experience. We all came, and the women that was the administrator. She told everything in English, and we came to her one by one, and she wrote our names, our ID number, and then we all gathered and went to the, I guess it was held in a gym, in a big gym. There were desks in rows, lots of desks, maybe 50, 40, I don't know. And there was no water.
Okay.
Everything you took with you, you could use, like chocolate, water. It's not restricted. And
Mobile phones, calculators?
phones. The woman came to each person, and we needed to hand in all our phones, electronic devices, and so on, in special envelopes with our name and surname. And afterwards, after the exam, we were able to take it back. So the exam started. The doors were opened at 8 o'clock, and the exam started at 9, maybe 9:30. So it took a lot of time to prepare for the exam. And
if you're under 18, do you need to arrive with your parents?
No. Parents are not allowed to enter the QSI International School where the exam is held, so only children. So the exam started. The first part was reading, it was 60 minutes, then writing 45 minutes, and then math with calculator and without calculator. And afterwards some people took the SAT essay. The most complicated part for me was, of course, reading, but I suffered from the lack of time. The texts were not so difficult actually, because we prepared. I prepared for a year, so I was well prepared to the exam. But the time I was shocked when I had two texts more to read, and they say you have only 5 minutes. so it's very stressful, and it's very important to um, to to divide your 60 minutes for each text in order not to be in a hurry in the end. As for writing, it was very like at the end I had 10 more minutes left after I finished my writing, so it's like was the easiest part of my exam. Math, as I have said, math was not difficult for me, so I wrote all answers very quickly, and I was sitting waiting for other students to end. Then some students left the room and some students left, and we had SAT essay. As for SAT essay, I think it's like reading the most difficult part of the SAT exam. So as a whole, the exam, for me, it was not actually stressful. I don't know why, as it was my first time, but I wasn't actually nervous. And when you're nervous, you do not so good as if you're not being nervous.
Did you bring a calculator with you?
Yes, all students need to bring their calculators with them because nobody gives you a calculator.
Are there any breaks between reading and math?
Yeah, there is a break. I don't remember. There were maybe 3 breaks between reading and writing, between writing and math, and between math and SAT essay. We were able to leave the room with our passports and go to the toilet, eat wherever we want, and then in 10 minutes we need to be back.
How many people were there in the gym overall?
I don't know the exact number, but I guess it was nearly 40 people, something like that.
Was it a comfortable atmosphere?
Yeah, that was comfortable. Like we had enough space. Each student was sitting at one desk, like the short one, so nobody bother you. You're alone with your thoughts.
Did you bring your pencils?
Yeah, everything that you need for exam you bring with you. While registering in the college board, they text you, do not forget pencils, calculators, and so on.
And was it easy to register?
Actually, for me, it was not easy because they don't write, like they don't want us to write your name exactly as it is in your passport. So I was confused, and you know how it ended.
Is your school listed on College Board website?
No, at the College Board website, and there is only one school in Belarus listed. It's QSI International School in Minsk.
And so what did you do?
So I just wrote QSI International School in Minsk. So that's it, no problem.
No, actually, you have to say not listed. But anyways.
Ah yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe about SAT preparation.
SAT preparation is the most important part. I prepared for the SAT exam for a year, I guess. I had lessons once a week, every week. I think it's enough, but it depends on the student. If you feel it's enough for you, so it's enough for you. But if you feel your knowledge is poorer than you want them to be, so you need to have 2 classes a week, 3 classes a week.
Before starting SAT preparation, did you have good English knowledge?
I don't think that it was good for SAT and TOEFL. Yeah, they were like at the near advanced level, like a little bit lower, but the preparation helped me very much, and like my knowledge, like I had a level up of my knowledge, and so it was very effective.
Can you share what kind of things you did with the tutor?
Oh, we prepared vocabulary both for the TOEFL exam and SAT exam. We prepared SAT writing, SAT reading, and that's it. So we used some books, like for vocabulary we used Ken Smith, Building Vocabulary for College, 8th edition, The Word of Words by Recheck, Gruber, Wordmaster is for SAT preparation, Building More Educational Vocabulary by Adam Robinson, and McCarthy, Odell, Academic Vocabulary in Use. And these books were used for vocabulary, and as for SAT writing we used Panda by Nelson Fu, Patterson, New SAT workbook, Barron's workbook, and writing by Dorothy Zemark and Lisa Rumizek.
So you used a wide range of different books?
Yeah,
to prepare for-
these are not all books, these are all the main books. Yeah, we used a great amount of books.
Did you study online or physically?
Yeah, I don't live in Minsk, I live in a small town, like far away from here, so it was not comfortable for me to come here every week, and that's why I had online lessons by Skype. I didn't see any problem. Like sometimes the internet connection was poor, but it actually didn't bother my education process, because it's always possible to reschedule your lesson for tomorrow, for the day after tomorrow, so no problem.
Yeah, like once in America, I got connection like completely collapsed, like 15
I
minutes
remember.
before the lesson.
Yes. So, no problem.
And did you write on paper or somewhere else?
No, I had a Google document, and so both me and my tutor were able to see my homework, my tasks. So it was very comfortable. It was like it's even more comfortable than to write on paper. So internet.
Was a challenge for you to sit a paper test because you've been using e-materials?
No, actually it was not a challenge, but I didn't actually like very much that we needed to circle like the bubbles, and it took a lot of time, because you need not only write, you need to circle it in dark pencil and very clearly in order computer to read it. So actually no, there were not so much differences between computer tests and paper tests.
Is SAT the same type of test that you take at school in your country?
No, it's completely different. Like SAT exam, I think, is based on checking your critical thinking, like your ability to do everything on the spot in this short amount of time. And school exams, I don't know what is their aim, but you just have a lot of times and tests, like 4 answers A, B, C, D for each question. It's much more easier.
Did you first prepare for TOEFL and then for SAT?
I prepared both for TOEFL and SAT at once, like parallel. And I think it's a good idea, because if you study TOEFL then SAT, like you remember what you studied 4 lessons ago, and this way you study 1 lesson TOEFL, 1 lesson SAT, and you always remember what you have studied the previous lesson.
Great. Thank you very much for your feedback. I'm sure now potential students and those who take SAT and TOEFL will be motivated by your example.
I hope so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.